Hello everybody, this is Cassie. We are going live tonight and we are going to be discussing some issues. Let me get my girlfriend on here. Let's see if I can do this. Miss Yaya. There she is. Let's see if we can get her on here. Dun, dun. Alrighty. Okay. Y'all bear with me a little bit. I'm kind of new at this. And did we get her? Let's see. You guys like and share. Share with your friends. Share with your friends while I'm trying to do this. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody had a good day today, I hope. Okay, it said it would connect you. Let's see here. Said it would connect. So let's see here. Ta-ta. I don't know how to sing, so I'm not going to try to sing. So I'm new at this, so you guys bear with me here. All right, Miss Yaya, I'm trying to get you, girl. This is weird for me. Oh my goodness, come on, let's see here. Oh, this is great. Y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to get this on here. And I am so not savvy at this here. This is a little bit beyond my experience. Okay, see it. Well, okay, let me try this. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have some good communication tonight. It said she was supposed to come in when I went live. I'm live. And just to start off a little bit, we're going to talk about the young man, and I kind of mentioned it earlier today, who was at a club, and he was working, and he was a security guard. And if I did, hold on, let me see. I think I have to go in here. And he was working as a security guard, and he was, it was some people that was there that started some trouble. And he asked them to leave, and they left, but came back. And when they came back shooting. And I'm so trying to do this here. This is crazy. Let's try another way. I don't know why this thing won't work. This is crazy. Oh, let me see. This is crazy. I'm upset about this now because I know I'm trying to do this. So anyway, they came back shooting, and he apprehended one and wrestled him to the ground. And I guess they called the police. And in the midst of them calling the police got there and they shot him. Okay. So the one that came in there starting the fight ended up living. But my understanding didn't understand why they shot him when he had a uniform or security's uniform on. So there was no excuse for them to have shot him. Um, you guys kind of bear with me a little bit. I am still trying to get this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yes, Miss Doris. How are you? Thank you for joining, Miss Doris. I'm trying to get on a girlfriend of mine. I want her to come online with me. But yeah, it was so sad. You guys share, like and share real quick for me. Um, because I'm trying to get on somebody, a guest, to kind of help, But if you guys have questions or you guys have concerns or you guys have comments, please feel free to share your comments. I think my glasses is kind of, you guys can't really see me. I will take my glasses off because I'm like, oh, but I will take them off for a minute. But because the glare from my glasses was too much. But I need them for now, just for now, you guys, so I can see what I'm doing. So y'all can share. I'm gonna, you know, I'm like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Miss Doris, get Winter on here for me. Share with Winter so she can come on here, because she's gonna be a part of this conversation too, Miss Doris. I don't know how to even do this to even get. I'm trying to continue. Yeah, maybe try to call me and see if I can put you on that way. Try to call my phone. Maybe I can get you on that way. Or let's see if I can do it another way. I thought I was good. Oh, I see you. Yay. There you go. Yeah, I see you. There. Oh my goodness. I added you. Yeah. Can you hear me? I see it on here. And I'm trying to add you. Deanna, I'm waving at you back. Hi, Deanna. How are you? I'm glad you joined us. Why can't I add you on here? Oh my God. Because I want you to talk. Okay. Is that, hey, there you are.
So
All
you can see me?
righty. Yes, I can see you. Can you see me? It's
Hold
kind
on.
of
I
dark
can
in the
see you,
background, though. You can see
but
me?
this,
Okay.
yeah, but it's really a bad connection.
Oh, is it?
Okay, that's better.
Is that better? Is that good?
Yeah, I'm in the
You
car
good?
actually, so
That's okay. That's okay. How you doing? How are you? I was like, oh my God. I said, let me try to get you
uh,
to call me. But we just kind of waiting a little bit around for a few more people to come in. I'm so glad that you can join us. We could just see the tip of your head. You might want to pull the phone down just a little bit. We can see the tip of your head though. So yeah,
yes,
I
it's
kind of started.
actually on here.
I kind of is. Can everybody hear us? Okay? Is the volume good, you guys? Let us know if it's not.
Sister Cassie, I'm having a
So I was
hard
gonna.
time here.
Okay. Let me. I'm gonna undo my thing here. I don't want to be in the way. I didn't want to cover that up. You hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. But let me know because I have my headphones on. But just getting letting people come in a little bit. I did start just a little bit of the conversation about the young man,
Okay,
the security guard that was at work, and he lived in Chicago, and I guess by him living in Chicago, the police just assumed that everybody there that's black is bad, you know,
right.
which is sad because he lost his life just by being black.
Mm.
And it's I just think it's just crazy. What's your thoughts on that?
It's disgusting. I mean, we know what's going on in Chicago. We know exactly what's going on. That this is the start of the purge, the extermination of our people. And just because we're
Mm-hmm.
not in Chicago, does that mean that we're not supposed to be in an uproar about this? Does that mean that we're not supposed to do something uh, about this? I mean,
Right.
it's time for us to get active now,
Right.
because the man was
Right.
shot and lost his life trying to save others.
Yeah.
There's no
And that's the sad part.
excuse. There's nothing that they can say to justify this at all. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if this isn't the straw that will break the nigga's back, I don't know what's gonna do it. It's
Well,
time
I'm
that we
hoping that this
begin.
will be it.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that this will be it. I think it's time. It's time to get real mad. It should have been time, but I
Mm-hmm.
hope this time that we get mad enough to want to change things. But my question to you and to everybody that's listening, what are you willing to give up? How far are you willing to go? How far? And for how long? That's my question. So anybody that heard the question is how long, how far do we have to go? Or how much more are we gonna have to take for us to get mad enough to do something besides march? We've marched enough. We've sat on our hands long enough. It's time to do something. And I'm willing to take suggestions. If anybody has any suggestions that they can suggest that we do, I'm willing to take suggestions.
Well, I absolutely have a suggestion. I'm not too sure about the family watching, but I do, because I'm a part of a an initiative called the Mississippi Initiative, and it is strictly based on separation.
Okay.
Separation.
Okay. When you say separation, what do you mean? Explain to us what you mean.
When I say separation, I mean, and this might make some people tune out, but we don't want you to tune out. We want you to stay tuned in and just hear it all out.
Hmm.
And when I say separation, I mean separation from the current society that we live in. There are certain things that we do not want in our new reality, what we'll call it, which,
Hmm.
which would be white people unapologetically, gay people unapologetically, and anyone who would be offended by us not wanting the two I first mentioned. So you can stay out here with.
Okay.
So that's the
And
basic.
my thing is, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You broke up. I didn't catch the question.
No, go ahead. Does that mean as far as coonery? Let's talk about that because sometimes we have black people that are more white than black. So what about them? Can you hear me? Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's breaking up pretty bad,
Can
Sister
you?
Cassie.
Is it breaking up pretty bad? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Um, so what about the cooneries? What about the ones that want to bring in the old mindset into the new?
Oh no, we will have no coons. They stay out. We'll have no coons. So if that's the mentality that you're rolling with, this isn't for you. This isn't going to be for you. Because
Hmm.
really, if we want to be real about it,
Hmm.
we have all kind of coons in government now. So we know who they're working for. They're not working
Right.
for us. So we don't need those people.
Now, when you say the government, are we speaking about the Democratic Party?
We're speaking about the entire government. We're speaking about the Democrats. The Democrats. We're speaking about their cousins, the Republicans. It's a family affair. Okay, we're speaking about all of them, because none of them are no good. And people will say, since I say that, okay, well, why don't you build your own independent party? Yes,
Come on
I could
now.
do that, but if they're not willing to sign that covenant stating that selling the people out, you will get put to death. If they're not willing to sign that, then that's not going to happen. And most people these days aren't going to do it. So we'll try another way. Let's go ahead. Let's
Okay.
separate. Let's move into a city. Oh, let's take over the local government and let's make our city our own, free from all of the foolery and the coonery that is out
Mm-hmm.
here, because it has gotten us nowhere thus far. And this is not nothing that I'm making up. I mean, we all see it out here every day. It's
Uh-huh.
gotten us nowhere. Let's try something different. And it's not like our people have not done this before. But see, the thing
Uh-huh.
with that is, where they made mistakes, we will correct them.
Right.
We're not going to make the
Right.
same mistakes.
Because I believe myself that we were never supposed to mingle. We were never supposed to segregate, desegregate. We were never supposed to do that because God told us to come from among. And I do believe that that's who he was talking about, because he said evil communication corrupt good manners. That means just getting around somebody that's not thinking like you, that's doing wrong or doing, all this crazy bestiality, homosexuality right now. That is contamination. That's contamination. And people don't understand that. You can be around that, and then that contaminates you. Have you ever heard your parents say birds of a feather flock together? You think that's not true? It works. We can see our kids hang out with some kids they hang out with. They can, do what that kid is doing, and you have some that won't, but you have most of them will. If that's who they're hanging out with, that's pretty much what they're gonna do. So when you say a contract, what kind of contract? What's in the contract per se? Or can you go into that right now?
Okay, you got to repeat the question for me.
I said, when you talk about contract, what kind of contract are you stating? What kind of contract?
It broke up. It
Can you
broke
hear
up
me?
bad, sister.
Okay, that's okay. When you state a contract, what kind of contract? What's going to be in the petition that you want somebody to sign?
Go ahead and repeat that for me again.
Okay, you talked about a contract, a petition, right? What would you put in the contract or the petition that you want that person to sign? Is it rules and regulations, or is it what would be in that contract?
As far as if we were to start our own independent party, oh,
Yeah.
well, the contract is simple. If you are going to be part of our leadership, that means you're going to have a position in the government, the local government
Uh-huh.
that we're going to run. That means we want some promises. So that
Mm-hmm.
means no selling out to people. So you're not going to be able to be bought. And we know this is how the government already works. You get these people who come in the beginning, they're like normal people like us down here at the bottom. But as soon as
Mm-hmm.
somebody in that government cut that check, it's a whole nother ball game now. Now they don't remember us who got them in office there in the first place. See, so that's the contract. That's where the contract comes in, because you're going to sign that. And the first time you take
Oh,
a check and sell us out the river, we're coming to chop that head off, because your life is old. Your life is old because you signed the paper. And see, unfortunately, these are the lengths that we need to take with our people, because look where we're at.
right.
As soon as somebody rubs some money under their nose, they're ready to they're going to sink the entire ship with the captain on board. It don't even matter. And that's what we're trying to
And,
avoid. I've signed it.
mm-hmm.
I'll hold a position in government. And if I sell out my people, I'm going to have to accept my punishment. Period.
Okay. And that's when it comes in a new thinking, as far as people say, well, we can buy politicians, but if you can buy them, then somebody else can buy them. So are they
Exactly.
really sold out to you, or are they sold out to somebody else? So we have to be very careful. That's why I think bringing them up, for instance, you get somebody that has your vision or knows your vision
Mm-hmm.
and is trained up in your vision, and I think it's harder for them to be bought out because they know the vision, and they're all for the vision, and they want the vision, and they're ready to pursue the vision. I think that's different than somebody telling me, hey, let's go and buy somebody, pay somebody to get a vote or whatever. That's kind of skeptical to me. That's scary. because I know that if I can buy you, somebody else can buy you also.
That's correct. That's correct. And,
And
and that,
I really think that's what's going on right now with the Democratic Party. And I know we voted for them, and we've been voting for them for years, but it's time out because we voted for them because that was all we had. So until we can, get another party,
mhm,
then we need to do that. We got 2 years, for them to vote again.
mhm.
2020, and then they're going to be voting again for a new president, and then they're going to be voting again for what mayors and
Mhm.
senators in Congress. They do it every 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we
That's
have
right.
time to raise up somebody now so that they'll be ready in 2020 or 2021 or whenever the vote is again to be ready. But we have to
Exactly.
start somewhere. We have to start now. So what's your take on that, Yaya?
Oh, we definitely have to start now. We're already behind the eight ball. We're already behind
Mm-hmm.
the eight ball. So, I mean, and this is the thing. If we start now, I mean, we good at everything we do. That's just what it is. If we was to get it popping right now, it would. There's no way that we would not succeed. Now,
Right.
anything that we pick up, you know, it's funny how we pick up the filthy habits of these cave beasts, and not none of the good ones. Cause you see how they stick together. You see how these these
Yes.
these jokers, they stick together, and that's through right or wrong. They stick together, but that's a habit that we didn't pick up. We picked up the homo shit, and now we do it to the fullest extent that it could be done. So we
And
know that we are
we picked
capable of
up.
doing things.
Uh-huh.
So why can't we come together and let's either, if you're into growing your own independent party, you go ahead. I'm through with that. I want nothing to do with that government. I'm into, let's go ahead and get this city and let's just take over the local government there, and we'll start with that city once we show the rest of our brothers and sisters that we can get it off of the ground, because once we do, they're going to want to come. They're going to want to come. We are a visual people, so they're going to have to see it first, which is fine
Of
because we're
course.
working on showing them first. And
Of course.
if you're not feeling what I'm saying now, you'll see later. But make no mistake, you know, I would like for everyone to, because this government itself, it means us no good. There's no need to
Right.
grow an independent party. We can't trust anybody. These devils are crafty. They very much are. I mean, if people want to grow the independent party, more power to you. It can be done. But then,
And
are
if
you gonna?
anybody has any questions or comments, please put your comments down and we'll talk about your comments. Also, want to talk about one more thing. What we really I'm thinking we could try also, okay, because I know we're trying to do that. And that's something coming up, okay? Also something that we can do now, here and the now. What could we do here and now today to start this ball rolling? Because for me, I'm tired of what I'm seeing. I'm tired of our babies dying. I'm tired of us calling the police and then we getting shot, or we call the police trying to get help and they want to take you to jail first, because that person is either white or Chinese or Spanish or whatever. What is it that we can do today to start this ball rolling? Because the memorandum 46, and if anybody knows about that, you guys can Google it, and it talks about the only two things that white people are very afraid of, and that is us running for office and holding our money. Okay, we are worth 1.2 trillion dollars. That's a lot of money amongst us. Okay,
Right, right.
what can we do today to start this ball rolling, to make them feel the heat, to let them know that we tired of what we seeing? We tired, and I'm about business. It's all about doing. For me, it's about doing something, and I have this burning desire to do something, and hopefully
Right.
we won't be doing it. So
You
what
know
is
what we got to
something?
do? Go ahead, sis.
What's that? No, go ahead. What's that?
I was going to say, you know what we need to do? First and foremost, We need to start holding our money. We need to stop spending our money with these people right now. Right now, not later. Not right now.
Wow. I think that right there will get some attention.
Oh, it's gonna get.
I think that will get I mean, like, Christmas coming up, tax time is coming up, okay? And we say we worth what? How much? $1.2 trillion.
Yep.
You hold some of that Christmas money. I know, some on here still celebrate Christmas because of the lack of understanding, which is fine. But let's not go overboard. Let's not spend thousands of dollars like we would have in the past.
Right.
Let's go and for instance, on my Facebook page, there's a lady that does dolls. She's a black, or maybe we can buy black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She does dolls. She makes dolls, and you have another person. I try to put different people on my webpage that have their own businesses. Okay.
Right.
And they're black owned businesses. WeBuyBlack.com is one website you can go to. And the other people, we have a grocery store in California and one in Georgia. But we want you to do this, but we don't want, we're trying to give you something to go to. If we're going to tell you to hold your money, we're trying to offer you some other ways of spending it. Not all of it, but I still want you to get to the point where Christmas, you're not spending thousands. A gift here, a gift there if you have to, but no big purchases. Don't buy these little cars, these little pink cars at Walmart. I saw for like $390 some dollars. I'm like, why would you pay that much for a baby's car? Stuff like that. Small, pair of shoes here, a dress there, but big purchases, try not to do the real big purchases, you guys. No TVs, no stove, refrigerator, cars, houses. Let's think about how we can do this in the way that's going to hurt. Don't say we tired of seeing this and not do anything about it. It's time to be about it. It's time to be about it. What you say, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's time to be about it. And there's nothing else to say about it. I mean, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I never stood around and let somebody hit me in the face 1,000,001 times and stand there. No. No, no.
I don't know if we chomps, punks, or chicken. I mean, we'll slap each other before we slap them.
Right.
What's going on?
That's right.
We'll jump on each other because I remember, we'll step on somebody's toe and then get shot. But so what's going on now? It's like we let them do whatever, and we turn the other cheek. Okay, maybe that's what we were taught, but that's crazy. How long you gonna turn? We've been turning that cheek for a long time. How long are you going to keep turning that cheek?
Do we even have cheek left? I mean, is there any left? I don't know. I'm trying to feel mine. I don't know. I've been smacked so many times, and black people don't understand. I mean, they may not be, because I'm not going to let any of them do that to me. So they may not be doing it to me physically, but if they do it to another black person across the country, damn it, they doing it to me too. They doing it to me too.
Yes.
So we gonna learn. Everybody else is tribal. We ain't.
We so brainwashed, it's just sad. But I'm gonna keep speaking positive. I'm gonna keep speaking it that we can do this. We can do this. I want everybody to type, we can do this. Everybody get it in your spirit. Remember Obama said, yes, we can. Okay, but he didn't. We ain't gonna say nothing about him. I ain't gonna talk about it because I know I got some Obama people on here which think he was, God on earth. But anyway.
He's a devil.
Yes, we can.
Okay. He's a devil. And whoever do not like that, I'm sorry. This is not the live for you. We keeping it all the way live. And if you're a fan of his, you got to go. Okay? Because I'm not going to pull any punches about this guy. I'll just keep it. No, that nigga. Because that's a nigga who did all of that. And black people will be glad to tell you, oh, he did a lot for black people. What? What did he do? Name one thing. One thing. And I better not hear gay people are able to be married. Because what the hell does that do for me?
I think that's the only thing that I can kind of remember that he did, and put the rainbow on the White House at one time. He
Yeah,
opened up homosexuality for us. Everybody can get married now, gay
yes,
or not, you know,
yeah,
same
uh-huh,
women.
uh-huh. He's a sprite. He's a fairy. So, okay, you're mad. You want a hug. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, you can go back to what you were saying, sister, but we had to put that full disclosure on out there. We had
Well,
to do
you
that.
have a lot of Democrats, and we do. We had a lot of Democrats, and we still are. And Black people as a whole are very much Democratic people. Okay, we've been taught by Willie Lynch to vote for Democrats. We've been taught this. Okay, this is in our blood. But when it don't work, you got to do something different, you guys. You can't still continue doing the same stuff over and over. In this, what was it, Clinton, who opened up the door for what, putting our men in jail. Okay, we have to understand the Clintons have never been forced, okay, but we have been so down. I mean, we are just pro every time, everything Clinton. But this man put our men in jail. Okay, we forgot that.
Yes.
Okay, we got to keep it real, you guys. Let's. What has the Democrats or what has the either party? We're talking about one bird with two wings, and you got Republican on one side and Democrats on the other side. What have they really done for us that we can really say today? Oh, we got prison reform. We have police brutality. I mean, it's still going on. Did they do anything about police brutality? Did he do anything about prison reform? Did they do anything about the drugs? What they do? They put our people in crack and gave their people a program for opiates. Okay,
Yes,
what are they
ma'am.
doing for us? Think about this. Why do we want our own party? Because that's what we need right now. We need to have our own party. Somebody that's going to have our back, that's going to look out for our best interest. You have the Black
Right.
Caucus that's not even doing anything for you. What is the Black Caucus there for? I don't see them hollering about the police brutality. I didn't see Waters on the internet or the TV or the news hollering about this young man that just died. I don't see them saying anything about anything. So we got to get our mindset straight, get our mindset delivered and set free to understand that it's time for change and it's time to do something different and do it a different way. And it is, we're no longer going to stand around and do nothing. My thing is, like you said, hold your money. That's what we can do today. That's what we can fix now. We can't do anything else. I mean, we can do the other thing, which is coming up, and we are going to talk more about that. But what we can do today, starting tonight in the morning, stop going to Starbucks.
No.
Make your own coffee. Stop doing all that. It's things that we can do to hold on to our money. The beauty shops, okay, the Asians beauty shops. Stop getting your hair. We have people on here that do hair, that sell hair. Okay, I have a cousin, my cousin Yvonne, her daughter. If I'm not, I think she still sells hair. I'm not sure. Ron, tell me if Tournay is still selling hair or not. We have people on here that know people that sell hair that have their own businesses. Okay, I have one myself. Okay, for plus size women. If anybody on here has your business, this is the time to advertise it so that we can have other places to spend our money.
Right.
Go ahead, Miss Yaya. Go ahead, sis.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I don't get it. Like,
I don't know.
it makes me mad.
It makes me so mad to do something. I hope I hope everybody on here is getting mad, okay? Because that young man died for absolutely nothing. And let's not even talk about the other guy, BOTHAM JEAN. That was my favorite, who was inside of his apartment that died. The police officer came to his door and shot him in his own apartment. Remember that one? That was in Dallas, okay?
Yes.
We did get that DA out of office, okay? So we got another man in office. Let's see what he showed wasn't talking right though. So
Right.
let's see what he was talking about. So what we can do now is a petition as far as to hold your money, and your taxes are going to be due. They're going to be coming, you're going to get your tax refund. Let's hold them. But for Christmas, I know we're going to spend a lot, but let's not go overboard. Let's not go overboard spending money. So can you hear me, Yaya? Can everybody hear me pretty good? Or are we kind of going in and out? Are we good?
Yes. Are you in? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
So yeah, I think we can start now today as far as holding our money and allowing and pass it on. I hope you guys are sharing this video because we can't do it. Us, how many people in here tonight? We can't do it by ourselves, you guys. It's going to take a group of us. It's going to take numbers to make them feel that $1.2 trillion hit. It's going to take us doing it. So what are you willing? I'm asking this question again. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to hold your money and spend like somebody, or are we just saying, talking out the side of our necks here? But my thing is, if we hold our money, I guarantee you, I promise you, we'll get some results.
That's
If
right.
we start holding back money, we will get some results. Because what do white folks, what do they fear? Money and power. If we running for office and winning offices, but the right people win in office, not just the people that's cooneries, that's going to get up there and do what they want them to do. We got to get people in the office that's going to do what they're supposed to be doing, okay? And not just people that's going to sell us out.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Because you know that's what they're about.
Exactly. So we have to get people in there, and if we raise them up, we can send them out to run for these different offices.
That's right.
You know, but but we can start doing that now, and then they'll be ready for the next 2 or 3 years when it's time to vote again. But right now, what we can do is keep that money in your pockets. I know it's gonna burn a hole in your pockets. What you need to do is bury it in your bed, bury it in your sheets, bury it in your mattresses like the old people used to do. But we're not gonna spend no money, you guys. Let's not do them real big microwave purchases and stoves and refrigerators and houses
stainless
and cars
steel and this, that, and the third.
Exactly, you guys. We want them to feel this. Now, when y'all, if you're not done, you know, if you're not done watching them see you die, I mean, if you're not done and you're not fed up with dying and seeing our babies die, then this is not the program for you. But if you want to see change, we're here to do it. We're trying to do something. Okay, other people talk, but I don't see them doing anything. We are here to do action. We are here to put things in action tonight. We are here to make things happen now, not next week, not 2 weeks, not next month, next year. We should be tired enough we should have been doing this the first of the year, because they've been killing us for a few years now. Okay, it didn't just start.
No.
But we still, 2018, the end of 2018, we still not done. We still not mad enough, though. I don't see people being mad enough. I don't see people being angry at all. You mad for a minute, then you go back. Well, it wasn't my child. Well, what if it was? Then you want somebody to do something. Well, let's do it before it is your child. How about that? Because I know people on here with boys. Okay, and that's look like what they're after, our boys.
Yeah. Well, look what happened to the lady in Missouri, Danye, hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hanging from a tree. One of our young
Yes.
kings gone. Just gone.
Can you imagine? His mom, let's talk about his mom woke up, went outside, and found her son hanging, a 24-year-old king hanging on a tree. Can you imagine if that was your child? Why do we have to wait for it to hit home for us to get mad enough to do something? Because you guys should be mad because it was somebody, because it was black, because it was one of our kings, one of our kids that died. I don't see them hanging nobody else. And I hear people say, well, all lives matter. Well, you know what? I don't see all lives hanging on trees. I don't see all lives. And this is like the 8th case, if I'm not mistaken. It was an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and the other was like in their 20s. It was like 4 others that was in their 20s. So this is like the 6th or 7th one that they found hanging on, you know, they said, oh, we found them hanging. I don't know how they got there, but they called it suicide, but I don't see how you can hang yourself. And this boy, his mom said the sheets that he had around his neck was not sheets that was from her house. And then they had the Klan, the white supremacist sign, because his pants was rolled down to his ankles.
Right.
So if he killed himself, why would he want to pull his pants down first, and then you're gonna hang yourself? That don't make sense. But she said her son was not depressed, and he was starting his own business. He was flourishing, and I just couldn't imagine. And I want to get her on here also when, you know, I put an email out for her email a couple days ago. And I know, you know, I told her, I know you're still hurting. I said, but when you can, please email me so we can get her on here. I'd love for her to join the group. I'd love for her to join.
Absolutely.
Because I think because she said everybody that was with her now is gone, you know. But don't you can't. This is not for punks. But if we're doing it as a group, we can do this. I
Absolutely.
believe we can.
I feel
So
so
who's
bad.
in? Anybody? Nisha, are you in? I want to see some. I want to see some something. Let me know y'all hear me. Let me know that y'all with me here. Let me know that this is something you guys want to do. You know, it's not just. It shouldn't just be one person talking here. You know, we have other people in here. Let's give me some input. Tell me what you want to do. Tell me if this is something you want to do. Tell me if you think it's a good idea. Let's talk. Let's talk. It takes two to talk. Can't talk by myself, can we? Can we? Yeah, yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So,
And this holding
so
money
what you
thing is something that we should visit, because if we're doing that, we can take that money and like you were telling me, let's open that community store. Let's do that, because the funds that we get from that community store, we can use to branch out.
Oh man, yes, yes, the community store. I did look at a couple places yesterday and today. I do have a GoFundMe. Okay, we are looking to at least get about 60,000 because that's what it's going to take to get into pay the rent up. I want to pay the rent up for a year and then to get the products that we need and just to have something to hold on to just in case for emergencies, whatever. But yes, the community, it's a community grocery store and we're going to have groceries in there for now. And then maybe by next Christmas, we'll have toys. But then I want different vendors to come by and I want, like if you sell purses, you can rent a space out to, for your purses, or you can rent a space out for your jewelry, or rent a space out you sell shoes, or whatever you sell, whatever your gift is, whatever your business is, you can come and rent a space out and we can franchise this and start in one spot and then we'll move it to another location and we can use the money that we're saving, the monies, and we can help you start another location. Say for instance, if somebody wants one in Georgia or Mississippi, Georgia, Chicago, Alabama, wherever, we want to help you to get yours started. So if we do the franchise and it's a yearly fee, if I'm throwing a price out there, I'm not sure about the yearly fee right now. I say we throw $1,500 out there for a year. That's $150 a month for fees. Okay, and that will go toward us having other shops. Okay, so there is a GoFundMe, Cassidra Cheek. There is a GoFundMe, and it's for the community store.
Right.
And we really want to think about, you know, we can put toys in there now. If we can get it going, we can put toys in there, and that'll be a place for you to start. We also want to import and export goods from Africa to fill the store. So I don't want to spend money here. I want to, get the product that we need from Africa, as far as the can goes or whatever.
Right.
And we can also hook up with the store in California. She did say that they would ship stuff. We would have to pay for the shipping, but yes, we can purchase goods from her and pay for the shipping. That's the only thing about that. But it's a start. It's still an idea.
And hey, you got to crawl before you can walk. So
yes,
let's get the crawling. And that's fine.
Right.
We need to have this type of attitude that, we're gonna get this popping, and it doesn't matter whatever comes our way. Even if, every time we turn the corner, it's a kick in the ass waiting on us. We still gonna turn that corner and take that kick in the ass and keep moving. We're gonna do this and get it right. So we don't need a defeatist attitude right now. We don't need these people telling me, oh, that's never gonna work. You can't get black people to do that. You can't get black people to do this. Yes, we can, and we're going to do it.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can do it, but you have to want to do it. We cannot do this by ourselves. Let's say that. Everybody needs to say that. One person cannot do this. Me and Miss Sister Yaga can't do this. We have to have help. If this is going to work, it's going to work. It's going to take hundreds, thousands. Okay, Marcus Garvey. Okay, it just wasn't just him. He was a bad dude. That dude had it together. He made it happen. If we can do it, we can do it, and we can do it better. Okay,
that's right.
It's some things that he didn't do right. And so what? We can do that. We can do it better.
That's right.
So this is where we start. We at least start. This is the thing. People want to say, but they don't want to move. What's it going to take for you to do? What's it going to take for you to what do they need to do? Hang your thumb up on the tree for you to move and get mad, and then you be ready to go. But let's go before they touch your children.
Thank you.
Let's go before they touch niece and nephew. Let's get started now to stop the process. We can stop them in their tracks. We can shut this country down. We are worth $1.2 trillion, you guys. We can shut it down. We have the power. Do you remember that Black Panther movie?
Oh yeah.
How much money that movie made? 200 million, wasn't it?
That's right. And we
That's
can't
a
do
lot
that.
of money. Come on.
We can do
We
it for
can
a
do that.
movie.
Okay. We can do that for a movie. We can do it for now. And I guarantee you, I promise you, you guys, they would feel it. They would feel it.
And they need to.
But we got to get enough to want to do it.
They need to feel it, and they deserve it. They've earned
Mhm.
every bit of what's coming to them. It's not
And
that
people
we're
don't
being unfair. We're not. We're not
And so
being
you
unfair.
have to understand, people fail to realize what's going on now with the fires.
Uh-huh.
Remember Black Wall Street?
Yes.
How they burned Black Wall Street down?
To the
You
ground.
can't do stuff and get away with it and not get paid back. God, his word said, I visit the sins of the father to the third and the fourth generation. And people look and say, oh my God, are you serious? Oh my God, you're being mean. That has nothing to be. When you do stuff, judgment starts. You bring judgment on yourself.
That's right.
And this is what's going on with these California fires, with the hurricanes, and all of this other stuff that you're seeing with these. They have a polo virus it's a lookalike virus that they are suffering with. They got measles outbreak. All of this stuff from doing what they've done, all the atrocities that they've done to us.
Right.
You guys are Israel. You guys need to know who you are. Let's start there first. Do you know who you are? Yes, we got brainwashed with churches. We got brainwashed with Christianity. We got brainwashed with this stuff. You were first, an Israelite first.
That's right.
That's who you are. And it's time for you to understand that. It's time for these churches, these pastors to start teaching it. But God said he blinded us for the Gentiles to come in. But who's the Gentiles? It's other
right.
cultures. Now, if they get it or not, but we got to know who we are. It's time for us to step out and understand truth. And it's time for some of these pastors to start telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's who we are.
Yeah. I mean, start doing the research, because this is the time for the Father is waking us up. You people are in the middle of an awakening and nobody's paying attention.
I believe that.
He's trying to let you open your ears and eyes so you can hear. Because you got to know heritage means everything. That's why all these other nations, they protect their heritage. No, not black.
Oh, yeah.
We run from ours, and we got the one that means the most. Because let me tell you something. Make no mistake, the Most High made everybody, but the difference is he chose us.
He really did, but people understand that. Yes.
So we need to own it. Own it.
Yeah.
And watch. And the more of us that wake up, you can see the curses hitting these people. Come on, we talked about the paradise burning to the ground not too long ago. That is what they have done to his people, his children, the ones he chose. Because he said, if you hurt any of them, it's like you're hurting me.
That's right. That's what he said. And how many? We had like 8 riots back in 1919 and 1915, 1930s. All these riots. I'm thinking off here was New York riots, Chicago riots, Philadelphia riots, Georgia riots. All these riots, and these were towns that were burnt to the ground, and they killed these people or put them in the reservoirs. Okay. Back as far as what happened to us back in the day. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So this is visiting the sins of the father right now. So it has nothing to do with we being. You know what? Let me just say one more thing. We fail to realize that when we talk about our culture, they want to call us racist. But the Jews can talk about the Holocaust, which we had a Holocaust. We lived through it. Okay. And we still going through it. Okay. Even after slavery, they hung more people on trees after slavery than they did during slavery.
That's right.
So we still going through our Holocaust. 2018, from 18 whatever, when slavery first started in 1500s or whatever, we still going through. That's a long time to go through a Holocaust. Okay.
Yeah, we
but
still
the Jews can talk about theirs. Africans or the Indians can talk about theirs. Asians can talk about their history. But when we talk about ours, we call racist. Please tell me why.
Yeah,
What's going on with that?
because that's part of the plan. We can't ever let these Negroes get wind of who they are and how special they are, and they most especially cannot get wind of the power that they actually have. And we know where the power comes from. It comes from
right.
our God. Their gods are
It
all
does.
idols. So what do? They take your God from you because your God, your Father, your Creator is your power.
Mhm.
Period.
Yes,
So they got
but
you
you
to
have to
do that.
understand. Yes, yes. And guess what? You have to understand. And you remember the guy in the Baal in the Bible where the one king was trying to get Baal to curse Israel. And what did he say? He said, "I can't curse Israel." He said, "But I'll show you I'll tell you what you can do, how you can get them to curse themselves."
That's
He
right.
said, "All you have to do is introduce sin to them." And what has America introduced to us? Homosexuality, okay? Liquor stores,
Yep.
okay? A whole lot of, he's
Yep.
introduced the Willie Lynch syndrome, okay? All of this stuff, we soaking it up.
Yep.
And what really introduced is us, they're putting black people, men and women against each other now. I see so many programs on YouTube talking about how black women hate black men and how the black men hate the black women. And why? What's going on with that? That's part of the Memorandum 46. If anybody on here, write that down, and I want you guys to look it up. Memorandum 46, and it talks about the division. And Carter came up with it when he was a president. He came up with that memorandum, and it's talking about keeping us separate, talking about the fear of holding our money and the fear of us running for office. That's all. It's all written. So if anybody want to pull up the memorandum 46 to discuss it and to go over it, that'll help you to understand what's really going on. And also, you can pull up the Willie Lynch syndrome. That talks about a lot of what's going on now today. That's why we tell on each other. That's why we so against the light skin, against the dark skin, and the dark skin against the albinos, and that's what that came from. We got to retrain our minds, you guys. We've been free long enough to redo this, okay? This starts with our children. It starts us raising our boys up. It starts raising our girls up. It starts us pouring it in to them to be able to see each other in a better light.
Right.
Okay. Instead of me hearing when I say, hey, let's get together and do blah blah blah, we go, oh, black folk ain't gonna do that. We've been separated all this time and we ain't gonna never get it together. We ain't gonna never. All you hear is negative when you talk about black folk. But you can go and talk about the white folk all day long and don't hear nothing negative. You will hear them talking about disgracing each other. They will hang in there and they'll want you. I heard this thing where they want you to denounce Farrakhan. Why would we denounce somebody that's in our group and they not denouncing them perverts is sitting up there raping the kids and raping them? You're not denouncing priests, are you? Are you denouncing the nuns? Are you denouncing all these Hollywood perverts that have come up, they brought up on charges and dropped the charges? Are you denouncing them? No, but you want us to denounce Louis Farrakhan because you have an issue with him. No, we're not going to denounce him for you guys.
Right.
Okay, we're not going to go against our own for you.
No.
So why don't you denounce some people? Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. These people, these devils, and that's just what I'm gonna call them because I could call them worse, and I do. But I'll keep it PG. But these devils, they really are something else. Because let me tell you something. All these Catholic priests, they getting away with all this boy raping and all this kind of foolery. Ain't these the same? Yeah, and these the same people who locked up Fat Albert, Heathcliff Huxtable. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Bill Cosby.
Please,
Yes.
please. The nerve. Can you? I mean, just consider the source, the nerve of these people. And you got these Catholic priests. They not just raping one boy. They raping entire generations of boys and families and girls.
Yes. But people have to understand they believe in the Talmud, and the Talmud says that they can sodomize little boys and it's okay. This is in the Talmud. That's what they believe. People don't, and people, please do your homework before you start saying anything. I've researched, so I know what I'm talking about. Please do your homework. But I know I ain't gonna dog after Catholic Church because y'all, it might be some Catholic folk on here, but you need to do your research and understand why they raping them little boys. And they say it's okay to marry little girls about 9 years of age. Now this is what's written, okay, in the Talmud. That's what they believe in. Okay, for real. Okay, so it's some other things, but why you think they've not gone to jail for raping these little boys? Okay, you're not gonna be protected if it's. I mean, come on, you're not gonna be protected if it's wrong for them. Okay, it's wrong, but they've been protected and they've been doing it for years, passing it right now. But you have to understand, they believe that if they rape one, then that gets back their innocence, and then that person has to rape another little boy to get back their innocence.
Right.
So this is very nasty.
It is.
It's a very nasty religion. But guess what? The Catholic Church is the whore of Babylon. People don't understand that. That's the whore of Babylon in Revelation 17. That's what God is talking about. The whore of Babylon.
Yep.
It's connected to the Roman Catholic Church, and it has all the religions connected to it. It's connected to the Muslims. It's connected to apostolic, the Methodist, the Lutheran, Presbyterian. All that's connected to Roman Catholics. Now you have to understand why the church is so powerless right now, because of what they're connected to. They're connected to the Roman Catholic Church, which is Catholicism, which believes in the Talmud. So I mean, but do your homework, you guys. Please do your homework. Please do your homework.
Yeah, because who else follow the Talmud? Them fake Khazar Jews over there.
That's right.
They follow
That's
the
right.
Talmud.
Yes.
But they all
Yes,
about the
right.
Most High. Oh yeah, we all
Yep.
about the Most High. But
Yes,
yet
they do. Yep.
you following
Yep.
the devil,
Yep.
the devil's book. That's basically what they're doing. But they
That's what it is. That's who wrote it.
they do.
I mean, some of that
Exactly.
stuff that's in the Talmud,
Exactly.
it will shock you what some of that stuff that's in the Talmud.
Exactly.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But I think that we've kind of discussed some great points. Anybody on here has anything they want to ask, any questions, any comments, any complaints, anything you need to say, feel free. We're gonna do this again, Miss Yaya. I don't know. We'll come up with a day. We'll talk again and come up with another day. When we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go hard. We're going hard on this. Okay. So I want you guys to share this video. Share, you guys. Because we want the word to get out, because we can't do this by ourselves. If you're not angry enough, then don't share it. But if you're mad and you're angry and you want to see change, then share the video so that we can get this started. Okay.
That's right.
It starts tonight. This is what, 11/13/2018. It starts tonight. Okay. This campaign is Hold Your Money Until We See Change campaign. Hold your money until we see change campaign. But it is time to see some change, and it's time for us to hold that money, so that we're gonna get their attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One way or the other. One way or the other,
Yes.
because you know we on the side of righteousness.
Yes.
Period.
So you just
on the side of righteousness.
You got to be win. We have to. We have a choice. We don't have a choice. We have to win. We have to. We have to. So you have anything, any words or any other things you need to talk about, or don't forget, you guys, we do have a GoFundMe, and we're doing the funds for the community store. Okay, so just don't forget that. We are trying to get that up and running ASAP. So as soon as we get the money, I am looking for a place now, a spot for it, and that'll be the first. But whoever else on here has a gift of business, entrepreneurship, I'm not selfish, I need help. And we can, you can do one in your area. Hey, Darlene. So if you can, if you feel like in Georgia that you're ready to open one, you might be ready to open one in Mississippi, Washington, Maryland. Don't feel like hey, I can share the information, and we can do the GoFundMe for that store too. And we just need all the help that we can get. We can't do this by ourselves. We can't do any of this by ourselves. So hopefully you guys have the mindset and you're mad enough, okay, and not just talking it, because talk is cheap. We've been talking forever.
Yep.
Martin Luther King, he talked, he marched, but then he boycotted, and change happened, right? You can't get anything, we can't get change without something happening. We're not going to get change without something happening. You have to do something. Rosa Parks had to sit. She didn't get up. Change happened, right?
Right.
So we have to do something in order to start the change. If not, nothing will ever happen, you guys. We'll continue getting beat, continue getting hung, continue getting shot, And what, complaining about it, crying about it, not even crying about it, just complaining about it, because I think we've gotten used to it,
Yep.
and it's not even bothering us anymore. We talk about it for an hour, and oh well, not my son, not my cousin, not my nephew, and move forward. But what if it was? Then
Right.
let's stop it before it is your nephew, your son, or your cousin, or your brother, or your dad. Let's stop it before it gets that far.
Absolutely.
So who's willing to hold their money? Who's willing to hold? Are you even willing to do this? Is this even a great idea? Give me some hearts or something. Help me out, you guys. Help me to understand that we are on the right track here. Okay, we need to know if this is something that we should even be pursuing. Okay, if this is something you guys even want to do,
They
because
should
I
want to
don't want
do
to
it.
be doing this and I don't see why not. It's time to do something. It's time for us to care enough about each other, because if they hang yours, they hung mine. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We're family. We
That's right.
This is changing that mind frame to understand that we are family. We
Mhm.
are family here. My heart goes out to that young woman. When I first saw the one that was in Missouri, what's her name? Melissa McKinney, her
Melissa.
son, the young man that was hung in the tree.
Right.
My heart was, I couldn't even sleep when I could not sleep that night. When I saw that, I felt so bad for her, and I thought, God, it makes me mad. I'm mad. Okay. And this is why I'm reaching out to say, okay, you guys, let's do something. I'm tired of people talking. We have so many Facebook pages, and we have so much YouTube people coming on talking to trash about it. But what are you about it? Be about it. Stop
That's right.
talking. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you guys don't do anything from now, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Keep it to yourself. Just read about it, complain about it, cry about it, do what you want to do, but I'm done. I'm serious. I can't keep doing this, and people just sit there looking at me like I'm crazy. You're a racist. I had one lady to come on, and she said, Cassie, she said, you're a racist. Why am I racist? That's what I wanted to ask her. Why am I racist? Because I love my people, and I want to see change happen, and I don't want to see them hang on trees anymore. Come on, why am I racist? But hey, whatever you want to call me, you call me. Because I'm going to be, and I'm going to do, because I love me some black folk. I don't care, we hard-headed, but I tell you, I have a heart for black people. Anybody that knows me know that is my calling, black folk. Okay?
That's why we
But
do
I want you guys to,
anything we do.
yes,
Because we
yes.
love our
That's
people.
why I want you guys to want to move. Have a heart, get mad. Slap yourself if you got to. Kick yourself, kick your neighbor. Get them mad enough to do something.
That's right.
But if we don't start anywhere, and this is the time to start. This is the time to start. If we're going to keep you up on track as far as the move, because it is going to be a move, it is going to happen. And as we get more into that, we'll tell you more about that. But right now, we're trying to do this Christmas, first of the year taxes. We are holding our taxes for the ones that came in late. We are holding our monies. We are not making any big purchases. We are not purchasing any houses, homes, trailers, cars, stove, refrigerators, TVs. We're not making any big purchases right now until change happens. So put your money in your mattresses like grandma and grandpa did back in the day.
Yep.
Or you can donate it to the community center so you won't have it to spend for Christmas. And then I can use that to open the shop. I'm just saying, I'm giving you another idea.
And
So
if
you
black
can,
people are still celebrating Christmas for man, I said I was gonna keep it PG, but if my people still out there celebrating Christmas, I just feel like I want to throw up. Okay, that money could be used for so much more. Like, how about educating your children outside of the school system? We could do that.
yes,
Do that
that's
because I
another
know that
thing.
I was quite
Get your
offended.
system. Oh my God, that was the worst thing we could have did.
Mm,
Join the school system. That was the
yeah,
absolute worst thing we could have done, is to join the school
yeah.
system. I mean, we put our children under our enemies and allowed our enemies to teach our children. And then what really got me, when we used to sit and eat after them, you want somebody to fix your food that don't even like you? Seriously?
Yep.
Oh my God, that is like, oh my God, I want to gag thinking about all the stuff you ate.
Uh-huh.
I can't even
Yeah.
imagine all the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I just shudder at the thought of it. Thank God
Oh,
I was born in
oh,
75. So
Thank God that I was born in '63, but I still wouldn't have been out there. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if I was born in
Because
43. I want to be.
I don't
Girl,
know, after
no.
that 80, what, 80 mark, or maybe 82, 83, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah,
Seemed like it went downhill.
I know. I know, right? But I'm just hoping we got you guys mad enough. And I think we said some things that you can do research on. And I hope we got you mad enough to want to make change. Okay. Like I said, you guys, anybody on here, you can rewind watch this, watch the tape or watch the YouTube or whatever, watch it again and pass it on, share it, hit the share and like button so that you would know when we're coming on again because we on YouTube also. Okay, so maybe you can go on. We did some things on YouTube, so maybe you can go and see the past things. But we just want you guys to get mad, to want to do something, to want to change. And I know I wasn't trying to be on here all night. And I know our attention span is only about an hour long. If that 30 minutes we good, 20 minutes we good. So we have been on here, quite. So we're gonna kind of wind it down because me and you, Yaya, we can still hear forever talking.
That's
But
right.
we are gonna wind it down and we're gonna tune it down and we are going. Any last words that you want to say, Miss Yaya, Sister Yaya? Any last words?
I hope that my family take something away. I hope that you were a little bit more edified because this is what we need. We need to spark that critical thinking and we need to start thinking things through, reading between the lines when we're dealing with these people and start to put plans into action.
Yes.
And we're not all in one centralized location. We understand that, but
Yes.
we can all still be connected because if you have action moving in your city, that's going to motivate us in the next city. So we need to
Yes.
keep that
Yes.
energy and push it. Let's make it go because we have all this pent up energy and we're doing the wrong thing with it. The wrong
Yes.
thing.
One more thing, don't forget, we are supposed to do a meeting in Charlotte, but we're gonna get more information on that. So be watching out for that, you guys. We're going to do a meeting so the ones that are on here that live close to Charlotte, we're gonna be doing something in Charlotte coming up very soon, within I think the next 20 to 30 days. Okay. So we're gonna be doing something. We talked about that. So that is something that's coming up, but we will keep you we'll keep you informed on that. So keep watching, don't give up on us. And with that said, Miss Yaya, we are going to end for tonight and we're going to do this again. We had fun. I enjoyed myself. I just want you guys to stay focused and be mad enough to change. Be mad enough to get mad. Get mad at them killing our babies. Get mad at them
Thank you.
treating us like dirt. Get mad, you guys. Get mad. Okay. So with that said, we are
Go
going to end
donate
this.
to that
Yes, don't
GoFundMe.
forget. Yes, donate. Can anybody put GoFundMe, donate to the GoFundMe for the community center that we're trying to do. We're looking for a building now. And as soon as we can get the monies that we need, we're going to put that in action. And then we'll be ready to do the next one. So be thinking about your city, possibly doing a community grocery store in your community. So don't just think we're not going to just do it in North Carolina. We can do it in Charlotte. We can do it in Georgia and so on and so forth. So if you think that this is your gift, let's go ahead and get this one started so we can work on the one in your city.
All
Okay.
right. And don't forget,
All right.
if anybody is
Yes.
interested in that Mississippi initiative, you contact
Yes.
Cassandra, contact
Yes.
her, Miss Cassie,
Yes.
and
Yes.
she will get to
Yes.
me and I will get them packages out to you so you can read more about it and learn and see what we're into because it's all
Yes.
going to connect with this community store here.
Yes. 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 So don't forget. And with that said, Miss Yaya, we will talk later, girl.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
love you, sis. And we're gonna do this again, okay?
Shalom, sis.
Yes, ma'am. Shalom. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.